Hey, hope you're having a good day. I'm sitting here with Lily behind me and a cup of coffee. And I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I realized we could all probably use some suggestions on what to be watching and what to be doing that'll actually help you instead of, put fear in you and stuff. So, I have some suggestions for you. And those of you that know me know probably exactly what I'm going to say. So, number one, The Last Unicorn. You should totally watch it or read the book or both. Um, there's an animated film that you should watch made in the 80s, and the book is amazing. You can probably find it on Kindle or something. Um, Next suggestion, The Dark Crystal, both of them, Age of Resistance and the original one, as well as Legend, old movie from the 80s about unicorns. The X-Men anime. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. What else? The Dark Phoenix Saga and the Phoenix Saga from the X-Men animated series. You should totally watch that. What else could you watch that would be really helpful to your soul, not just to your body? Lily, look at it. Come on. Just a little. No? Okay, guess not. What else? Lost Unicorn, Legend, Dark Crystal, Pan's Labyrinth? Well, maybe don't watch Pan's Labyrinth right now. It's good though. Definitely watch some comedies. Why am I drawing a blank? I should have made a note on all of these. Oh, teach yourself stuff too. Like if you've always wondered about astrology, and I don't mean horoscopes, I mean actual astrology, the study of the stars. Do that. Teach yourself that. Or start learning about plants. Like so many people think there's so many weeds all over the world, but they're not weeds. They're plants. Start learning about energy and how that affects things, and look up the Heart Math Institute. That would be good. Also, if you have a container like this, you can go grab some soil from outside, and like if you ate an apple or if you had just had an orange or something, plant that seed in some dirt. If it'll grow, it'll grow. If not, at least it kept you busy for a while and you got your hands dirty in a good way. What else? There's a bunch of new X-Men comics that are out that you could be reading. There's a bunch of new stuff out actually in the comic book world, DC and Marvel. There's a really great video game you can play online. It's called Child of Light. Really good. Definitely play that one. There's another one called City Skylines where you design a city. That one's kind of cool. It's like SimCity, but kind of better, I guess. I don't know. I haven't played SimCity in forever. You could play this other game called Arcade, or Elder Scrolls. That one's kind of cool. What else can you do? If you have colored pencils, and definitely draw. Drawing is something so important right now for you, because you'll whatever you're drawing, it'll mean something to you after you draw it. So it might not mean something to you today, but like a week from now, looking back at it, you'll be like, oh, that's why I drew that. It helped me, deal with something. Definitely do that. What else? There's some great Netflix shows you could watch that are actually like good for you. They have good lessons in them, but I can't think of any of them right now. So I will make a list of them and tell you, or I'll post it in the comments below later. The Witcher was good. That one was actually really good. The Magicians is good. What else have I seen lately? Altered Carbon was weird, but it was good. Jessica Jones is pretty good. The Runaways was fun, but that's on Hulu, I think, or maybe it's on Disney Plus now. What else? The X-Men animated series. I know I mentioned it, but you should really watch the entire series. Old He-Man cartoon and She-Ra. Those were awesome. I got a lot of life lessons when I was growing up watching those from those cartoons. I might start doing, based on the suggestion of a friend, I might start doing tarot card breakdown videos of what each card means, or to me at least, and what I've learned from it. That way when I'm reading the cards for you, you're not like, I'm expecting you to know the answer, but if you don't, then you're gonna be like, what is she talking about? So oh no, battery low, flash disabled, son of a bitch. All right, I'm gonna go. I will message you later. If you guys have any suggestions on what like other people on this in our community can like watch or do that would help them take their mind off of things and go inside, I'm telling you, like, watch The Last Unicorn. It will change you for the better. And every 5 minutes of that show, there's so many moral stories. There's so many lessons in there. Oh, Golden Girls. Definitely watch Golden Girls. Watch old episodes of Roseanne. Family Guy is always fun. The Simpsons has been weird. I don't know. I don't know about that. And what else? If you haven't already, go to my old videos, any of them, and look over some of them. Listen to them, like read in between the lines, and definitely look over some of the card readings. It's fascinating. It really is fascinating, the things I was talking about and how things are playing out now. I wasn't aware of the things I was saying and how, like, things would happen, but geez Louise. Do it. Definitely do it. I'm gonna go finish having my coffee and finish waking up. But yeah, I wanted to tell you this because I think The Last Unicorn and the things I recommended would be really beneficial to you. And side note, little puffy. Side note, please stop pointing out all the things that are broken in the world. Please. Please stop with the conspiracy theories. Please stop with the bullshit medical advice. Telling people that, like, things are toxic when they're not is horrible. Telling people that, you know, other people are broken and wrong is horrible of you to do so. Telling people that other people are broken because they're on hormones or on medication or their bodies are different when you know nothing about their bodies is really jaded of you. To assume someone's, you know, transitioning because they're mentally fucked is so low vibrational of you. To assume that hermaphrodites don't exist and they're only a part of a specific, like, ancient world thing is messed up of you. I'm right here, I exist, I'm a full-blooded, natural-born fucking hermaphrodite. That's why I was on hormones, because my hormonal system was damaged throughout my entire life. I wasn't born just male or female, I was born both. So, and yeah, like, it's important that you stop judging people on what they're, like, people are saying so many horrible things about so many other people, including the people in power. And throughout our history, the more we've pointed out the negative things, the more those negative things have been fed and they've been manifested. But we don't talk about the good things. We don't talk about the divinity of life. I don't know what religion or belief you have, but for example, the purity of grace and mercy and, you know, the Holy Spirit or like truth and the light or like angels, and where is all that stuff? We've been inundated with demons and problems and delusions and all this shit, and we don't really see a lot of angelic things. We don't see a lot of divine things on TV. We don't hear. We don't see a lot of, oh jeez, a lot of goodness in the world. We keep being shown horrible things, and then we're like manifesting horrible things and talking about all these scary fucking things, and then we're like, oh my god, the world's so messed up. Like, obviously you're manifesting terrible things by constantly talking about terrible things. It's not okay. I mean, with everything that's happened in the world in the last 500 years, even in the last 10 years, do you really think that the people that have messed up the world, which include you and me, would have even, I mean, yeah, you need to know the bad in order to establish it. Awareness has to be there. But awareness and constantly perpetuating that negativity are two different things. So yeah, the world's messed up. There were people in power that did terrible things. There were people that could have had power that didn't do shit and cowered away. There were people that should have spoken up that didn't. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. What's the point of constantly pointing it out? It only shows a lack of intelligence and fear-based mentality. So all of the conspiracy theories, all of the fucking things going on in the world, true or not, I don't care anymore. The point is, if we're constantly pointing the finger at them or at us or at what's broken, we're not going to find the solution. We're not going to find how to fix things. We're not going to find how to do any of it, because we're constantly saying, oh, look at what they're doing. Oh, they, it's so scary. No, it's only scary because you lack intelligence. Honestly. Because with a higher intelligence, you would realize that the human species needs to be scared into motion. That we've gotten too comfortable, too flaccid, and too laxed on everything. Like, we took everything for fucking granted. Everything, from people to places to experiences, we took it all for granted. So what would you do if your child was taking everything for granted? You take away the toys. You take away their going outside privileges. You take away their things, and you get them scared of a boogeyman, whether real or not. Now, would you hate your parents and say that they're hurting you? Probably, right? Until afterwards, you're like, oh, well, thank you. What you did actually supported me in becoming the best version of myself so that I could live my best life. Over and over and over, continuously moving forward, getting better and better. So, for just today, do your best and beyond your best. And if you can't do that, at least fucking try to make someone smile. Yeah, there's so much going on behind the scenes, but it doesn't, you can't, if you're gonna do something about it, then don't fight fire with fire. Don't be like, look, there's a bushfire over there. Let's take a torch and go over there and illuminate it for everybody. Okay, well, there's a bushfire over there. Why don't you do a fucking rain dance? There's people starving. You're pointing it out. Great, you're bringing more negativity into other people's lives instead of saying, hey, everybody, this is going on. Here's what we can do, and here's how we're going to do it. Watch me. Let's do it. Like a leader. A leader is not going to tell you what to do and then go off. That's not a leader. That's a slave driver. What a leader does is show you what to do, shows you how to do it, does it for you to show you, so monkey see, monkey do, monkey learn, and then you do it, and then you share it. It's called the 100th monkey effect as well. You teach 99 monkeys, or one monkey, and the other 99 eventually figure it out without even knowing anything about it. So your effect on the world can happen. It will benefit it. Simply stop feeding the negativity, because it's there and it'll always be there. You cannot have motion without friction. You cannot have momentum without movement. You can't have change without destruction. You can't have order without chaos. You can't have chaos without nothingness. You can't have nothingness without something. You're living in a universe of duality, and you're evolving into unity consciousness, which means everything has to exist. All of it. So you pointing out the horrible things makes you immature and childish. because you're going from a place of fear, pointing out the worst. So instead of that, be from a place of maturity and grace and point out the good, point out the solutions, because the solution to the problem exists if the problem exists. We faced a problem, which means the perfect solution exists, which means we've already done it. So everything's going to be all right if you choose love, creation, movement forward, which means death and destruction are a part of life and creation. Just like the whole 2/3 light, 1/3 dark thing. The yin and yang, the black and white, a checkerboard, the sky itself, like a blue sky with a freaking cloud, you know? Like, look at this world. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, there's so many scary things happening and there's so many horrible things. Sure, we now know. But we also know the human immune system is amazing. We know the human spirit is resilient, and we know that we're all in this together. So what do we do now? There's been breakups and this and that and blah, 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 but what do we do now? You want to go into the new world by pointing out how horrible the old one was? Or do you want to start creating things in the new world? Open up a small business. Learn astrology. Help your fucking neighbor. Put a note on your door like I have. And, say, if you need help with anything, let me know. Here's my phone number. You don't have to be in 6 feet of range with me, but I can help you. I can talk to you. I can listen to you. I can give you card readings. You need a haircut? I will attempt to cut your hair for you. You want to grow food? I will help you shovel and dig and, do what needs to be done. But only if you're willing to move forward. If you're going to be paralyzed by fear and stuck on blaming everybody around you and giving into your lowest urges, would you want to share a planet with that person? No, right? So don't be that person. Don't be what you don't want to share your world with. It's really simple, honestly. I've been saying this for over 20 fucking years. Be kind, be humble, get your head out of your ass, and stop pointing out scary shit to people. If they need to know it, the universe will let them know it. If they can do something about it, the universe will guide them and inspire them into doing something about it without terrifying the fuck out of them first. Do you comprehend that? A wise, intelligent, and loving aspect of creation, whether it's in you or someone else, it doesn't matter. Wisdom, intelligence, creation, empathy would not focus on what's broken. It would focus on how to fix things and the solution. So be more like your higher self, be more like the divine that you pray to or that you're afraid to pray to or that you turned your back on, and work towards the solution. And the solution already exists, but it requires a better breed of humanity. And the only way to do that is for you to realize you've been the problem. I've been the problem. We've all been the problem. So if you're going to go for a walk, take a garbage bag with you and pick up the trash on the street. Just like I did yesterday. I was out in the yard in this building picking up garbage and throwing it in the garbage bin. I was walking to the grocery store and there were so many shopping carts in the way. And I took all the shopping carts with me and I took them back. I'm not getting paid for it, but at least they're out of the way. There was garbage on the street. I was picking it up and throwing it away. Pick it up, throw it away. Stop acting in fear. You want to put gloves on? Put gloves on. Take some sticks and, pick up the garbage with sticks instead. Clean up your world. And clean up your behavior. Quit being petty, please. Because it's so beneath you. And I'm talking to myself as much as anybody else. There are moments in life where we react and respond really negatively to stresses in the world. And I'm telling you, it isn't worth it. It's not. Because when you look at yourself from a state of neutrality, you're going to think that it was all worth it. It was all worth it. Every single part of it was a gift. Every single part of it benefited you, and every single part of it was accepted and allowed. Because you knew you would get through it, you would thrive, and so would everyone you love. Because everything always works out for you, doesn't it? No matter what's happened in your life, you're still alive, you're still breathing, you have a roof over your head, you have a heart that beats, you know better. Has pointing out the problems and causing so much fear in the world done anything to better the world? Nope. We would have gotten farther if we would have acknowledged the problem, been aware of the problem, kept our mouths shut about the problem, and done something to create a solution. The people that were in power wouldn't be so freaking messed up because all the power we had, we gave it to them. I'll make the decisions for us. No, I will make the decisions for me. I will do it myself because I'm a conscious living being and I intend for this world to be better. If not for myself, then for everyone involved. If for all of us, then yeah, win, win, win for everybody. Because that solution exists. Figure it out. It's really easy. It starts with being kind, it starts with being honest, and with being humble. And having empathy. You are simply, the world is holding a mirror to you, and you can point out the mirror at the flaws and everything else, like I've done for years about my facial features or this or that for years, and it'll not get you anywhere. It'll just make you hide behind a camera. It'll have you hide behind, people and problems and excuses, and you'll get nowhere. So take a page, copy paste. I just woke up. I'm like, and I don't care. I'm on the fucking internet, so I'm gonna be on the internet exactly how I am. Morning, day, night, noon, missing tooth, I don't care anymore. I love me. And if you don't love me, I don't really care. Because that just means you don't love you. So do yourself a favor. Do your family a favor. Do your ancestors a favor. Do the extraterrestrials a favor. Do the people in power a favor. Quit sending negative energy out. It's that easy. You can either rule your own mind or be ruled by someone's mind who will rule you and can control their own mind. So, you know how they say keep your thoughts, emotions, and whatever in alignment? Let me give you the exact simple way to do this. So let's say you're thinking, I love you, but your body's feeling, I don't really care. That means you're misaligned with the source inside you. Let's say you're thinking, I love you, you're saying I love you, but you're not feeling I love you. That means you're misaligned from the physical world. Something in your body isn't aligned with the way you think and the way you speak. So, pay attention to your thoughts. What are they saying? Does it match up with your emotions? Excuse me, I got a burp. That's better. What are they saying? Like, what are your thoughts and emotions doing and saying? Do they match up? Or are you one of those like GIF animations where it's like one head is over here, one head's over here, one head's spinning over there, and you're just like 7, 8 different heads, going back and forth about what you want to say and do, but your body's just sitting there grieving. Don't do that. Don't do that. Say what you mean, do what you say, live with integrity. It's really simple, but people have made this so complicated. Why? Because of all the negativity we've shared with each other. Even Abraham Hicks says it, keep your mouth shut about your problems. There's a solution for it already happening and already done. Focus on that. So there's all this crazy shit going on in the world. What's the solution? Kindness, humanity, and unity? Okay, what can you do to be kind, humane, and united today? Go do that. Make a video and tell people what helped you find peace growing up. Like this. Go watch The Last Unicorn. Go get some toast, put some banana and bread and like peanut butter on there and eat it. Go sit outside and soak some sunlight. Go knock on your neighbor's door and be like, hey, you okay in there? You want me to go to the grocery store or like get you something? Do you need like your garbage taken out? Or, just Go plant a flower, man. Like there's there's seeds at the dollar store, a pack of like 10,000 seeds, like wildflowers for $1. Go. Go get them. Go plant flowers. At least help the bees. God, you're like hoarding fucking toilet paper. You're still gonna be a shitty person regardless of how much toilet paper you have. Like, do you realize that's trauma? Hoarding toilet paper? Because you're afraid of being a shitty person. Duh! So why would somebody be a shitty person? Because they do shitty things. What's a shitty thing to do? Being selfish, being greedy, being unforgiving, being really, insecure about what you are and how you feel. Like, that's a shitty person. But you're not a shitty person. You're a good person. Or a great person. Whatever you are, I don't know. I love you. Just please stop being a douchebag. All of you. And those of you that are doing good, quit worrying about what the other ones are doing. Quit it. Just like Jewel in that song Hands, worry is useless in times like these. Useless. And I won't be made useless. So neither should you. I love you. I'm gonna go teach myself how to edit videos and probably go exercise and sit in the yard for a bit. I don't know. I might do a card reading later if I feel up to it. I'm working on a website, so I should have a functional website up at some point so you can officially book a reading instead of the ass backwards way we've done it before. And yeah, I'm gonna do my thing, and I'm gonna, as cliche as it sounds, I'm gonna be the light I know I am in this world, along with my dark. They both deserve it. Or I'm worthy of it, and so are you. So be you. Just be you. And if there's parts of you that you don't like, now is the time to improve. With love. There's meditations in the Isis Oracle where it says that in order to get rid of something negative, in order to release a problem or a poison within the body, because each being has 7 poisons, 1 for each chakra, and if you're attempting to cleanse your body of that venom, of that toxicity, you have to do it with grace and compassion. You cannot banish it, it'll just come back. You cannot exorcise it, it'll come back. You can't sage it away, you can't smudge it away, you can't pray it away, you can't namaste it away. You have to acknowledge that the problem that exists within you exists because you were lazy and procrastinated. So the universe got literal with you and gave you something that would force you to be the person you know you are by giving up the things that aren't you. Okay? So, one of the ways that, I think her name is Alana Fairchild that did the deck, I could be wrong. She says to always speak to the problem by referring to it as beloved. So, beloved blank, beloved problem. I acknowledge and accept and allow what has occurred, and now I change, improve, and evolve. And now you must go. You simply invite the being, the entity, the problem, the issue to leave. You send it off with love like a gracious host. Just like if you were destroying a planet and you were poisoning the planet with your energy and your horrible thoughts and actions, the planet, you would hope that the planet would say, thank you for coming, but your presence isn't required anymore, and you must now leave, beloved. Wouldn't you rather have that than the planet flooding you out or burning you out or smashing you out with a meteor or like breezing you out with a massive tornado off of the planet? Or like an ejector seat and you just bounce off and you go. Dang damn it. I'm gonna go. God. Okay, just be nice. Jesus. I'm gonna go. Be good. Be kind.